In a shocking development, the Kansas City Chiefs have officially announced the release of one of their prominent stars. The news, emerging rapidly across sports networks, has created immediate ripples among fans, analysts, and the wider NFL community. While official statements remain brief, the implications are profound, touching both team dynamics and long-term strategy. Releasing a key player at this stage reflects careful consideration of performance metrics, salary cap management, and future roster planning. Historically, such moves signal a blend of performance evaluation and strategic repositioning as the Chiefs prepare for upcoming seasons. Immediate reactions online highlight a mix of disbelief, concern, and speculation, emphasizing the central role this player held within the team. Understanding the decision requires analyzing past performance, current season challenges, and anticipated organizational needs. Experts point to both on-field statistics and off-field factors influencing management choices. The announcement also underscores the evolving nature of professional sports, where talent retention must balance immediate performance with future sustainability. Fans are now left to reconsider expectations, while analysts dissect the potential short and long-term consequences for the Chiefs' championship aspirations. The release of a key Chiefs player reflects a calculated decision rooted in multiple layers of analysis. Team management evaluates performance trends, injury history, and alignment with future strategies before making such a consequential move. Analysts note that roster changes are rarely impulsive. They reflect broader organizational priorities, including financial management, draft positioning, and team chemistry. In this instance, the decision likely balances on-field contributions with long-term planning considerations. Additionally, the timing suggests an intent to create flexibility for upcoming free agency moves or strategic acquisitions. By making the announcement publicly, the Chiefs also signal transparency and control over team narrative, framing the move as part of a proactive approach to team development. Observers point out that releasing a star can influence locker room morale, but strategic communication can mitigate disruptions. Maintaining team focus, reinforcing leadership structures, and clearly articulating expectations are essential during transitions of this magnitude. Analysts emphasize that while short-term challenges are expected, the move may ultimately strengthen the organization's adaptability and competitive positioning for the next season. Understanding this decision requires integrating performance metrics, organizational priorities, and strategic foresight. The departure of a key player directly affects the Chiefs' on-field capabilities. Offensive and defensive strategies may need recalibration, with coaches adjusting schemes to compensate for lost talent. Certain positions may see increased responsibility for remaining players, creating opportunities for emerging talent to step into larger roles. Analysts note that team cohesion and synchronization are vital, especially after losing a player who contributed significantly to prior successes. Additionally, opponents may attempt to exploit perceived weaknesses, requiring strategic planning and adaptability. While immediate performance metrics may show temporary disruption, successful integration of replacements or adjustments can sustain competitive levels. Coaching staff face the dual challenge of maintaining morale while ensuring tactical execution remains precise. Historical precedent indicates that teams capable of efficiently adjusting to such changes often emerge stronger and more versatile. The Chiefs' response will likely involve targeted training, revised playbooks, and enhanced coordination to maintain efficiency. Fans' expectations must be managed carefully, as the team navigates both immediate performance pressures and long-term developmental goals. Ensuring the organization remains positioned for sustained success, player releases inevitably influence locker room dynamics. Leadership structures, peer relationships, and morale can be affected when a prominent figure departs. The Chiefs' coaching staff and veteran players will play a crucial role in maintaining focus and unity during this transitional period. Communicating the rationale behind the decision is critical for reinforcing trust and ensuring that remaining team members understand strategic intentions. For emerging players, the departure presents an opportunity to assume greater responsibility, fostering growth and motivation. Conversely, some may experience uncertainty or concern about future stability, highlighting the importance of clear leadership messaging. Analysts emphasize that effective locker room management can mitigate potential negative impacts, preserving cohesion and fostering a team-first mentality. The psychological aspect of professional sports is often as influential as technical skill, particularly during periods of significant change. By addressing concerns proactively and encouraging collaboration, the Chiefs aim to maintain performance consistency while reinforcing a culture of resilience, adaptability, and shared accountability among all team members. Releasing a star player often involves critical financial calculations, salary cap considerations, long-term contract obligations, and potential free agent signings are central to such decisions. By cutting this player, the Chiefs create both immediate financial relief and flexibility for future roster investments. Analysts highlight that managing high-value contracts effectively ensures sustainable competitiveness and allows allocation of resources to emerging talent or strategic acquisitions. Contract terms, including guaranteed salaries and incentives, likely influence timing and execution of the decision. The organization must weigh immediate performance trade-offs against long-term financial stability, balancing competitiveness with fiscal responsibility. Additionally, this move signals to other players and agents that the Chiefs prioritize strategic resource management, reinforcing the importance of performance alignment with financial commitments. Understanding these factors illuminates the multidimensional reasoning behind the release, emphasizing that professional sports decisions extend beyond talent evaluation to include complex economic considerations. The Chiefs' approach reflects a strategic balance between maintaining team quality, managing cap space, and preparing for sustainable future success. Media coverage and fan reactions have been intense following the announcement. Sports networks analyze statistical trends, career highlights, and potential replacements, while social media platforms erupted with debates and speculation. Fans expressed disbelief, frustration, and curiosity regarding the decision, reflecting the star player's high-profile role within the community. Analysts note that public perception can influence organizational messaging and broader narrative framing. The Chiefs' communications team likely monitored sentiment to ensure transparency while managing expectations. Headlines focused on shock and unexpected, highlighting the emotional resonance of the release. Expert commentary balanced speculation with historical context, comparing similar decisions across NFL franchises to assess potential outcomes. Public perception also influences the team's brand, ticket sales, and engagement, requiring careful alignment of media statements and internal messaging. By addressing both fans and media strategically, the organization reinforces its credibility, negates misinformation, and positions the decision within a forward-looking framework that emphasizes team resilience and adaptability. The narrative surrounding the release shapes both short-term sentiment and long-term organizational perception. The release of a veteran player creates opportunities for emerging talent within the roster. Young athletes gain a chance to demonstrate skill, leadership potential, and adaptability in more prominent roles. Analysts anticipate adjustments in depth charts and playtime distribution to optimize performance while developing future stars. Coaching staff may revise training regimens and game strategies to accelerate integration and maintain consistency. These circumstances often serve as catalysts for growth, revealing hidden potential and fostering competitive drive. Teams that successfully nurture emerging talent can offset the loss of established players, maintaining strategic balance. For the Chiefs, this period could redefine key positions and contribute to a more versatile, resilient squad. The organization's approach to mentoring and developing younger players will directly impact the team's performance and sustainability. By emphasizing accountability, skill development, and confidence building, the Chiefs aim to transform a potentially disruptive situation into a long-term advantage, strengthening the roster while preparing for future challenges. The release, therefore, simultaneously represents loss and strategic opportunity. Immediate impacts on upcoming games are significant. Coaching staff must adjust playbooks, strategies, and matchups to accommodate the absence of a key contributor. Opponents may analyze the change, seeking to exploit perceived vulnerabilities, requiring proactive tactical planning. Quarterbacks, receivers, and other position groups may assume heightened responsibilities, while defensive adjustments may be necessary to maintain balance. Game preparation involves both technical recalibration and psychological readiness, ensuring team members remain focused and confident. Analysts suggest that while initial performance may fluctuate, effective leadership, clear communication, and adaptive strategies can mitigate disruption. The Chiefs' ability to maintain execution quality, despite personnel changes, will serve as a measure of organizational depth, resilience, and strategic planning. By addressing both short-term tactical challenges and long-term developmental goals, the team positions itself to remain competitive while integrating new roles and responsibilities. Preparation, coordination, and adaptability become essential in ensuring that performance continuity is preserved through this transitional phase. Managing public narrative is crucial following a high-profile release. The Chiefs must balance transparency with strategic messaging, ensuring fans, media, and stakeholders understand the rationale without undermining confidence. Statements highlighting organizational priorities, performance standards, and long-term vision help reinforce credibility and trust. Internal communication aligns team members with organizational goals, fostering cohesion during periods of uncertainty. Analysts note that consistent messaging reduces speculation, maintains morale, and strengthens brand perception. Effective communication emphasizes that decisions are proactive, deliberate, and aimed at sustaining competitiveness. By framing the release within a strategic context, the Chiefs project stability, resilience, and forward-thinking planning. The alignment of internal and external messaging ensures that both player development and public perception support organizational objectives. This dual approach highlights the importance of narrative management in professional sports, particularly when high-profile personnel changes occur. Strategic messaging reinforces trust, mitigates uncertainty, and positions the team for both immediate and long-term success. The release of a Chief star marks a turning point for the organization. While the immediate impact is noticeable, the decision reflects careful planning, balancing performance, financial strategy, and future competitiveness. Emerging players are poised to step up, locker room dynamics will adapt, and strategic messaging reinforces team cohesion. Analysts emphasize that such decisions, though challenging, often strengthen organizational resilience and flexibility. Coaching adjustments, roster recalibration, and tactical innovation are key to maintaining performance standards. Public perception and fan engagement remain vital, requiring continued transparency and thoughtful communication. Long-term implications include talent development, salary cap management, and strategic positioning for future seasons. By analyzing the release holistically, it becomes clear that the Chiefs prioritize sustained competitiveness over short-term sentiment. The organization demonstrates adaptability, forward-thinking leadership, and a commitment to evolving strategy. Ultimately, this move underscores the multifaceted considerations behind roster management, highlighting the complexity of professional sports decision-making while setting the stage for a new chapter in the Chiefs' ongoing pursuit of excellence.